We are back.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We had a really intense first half of the show. Uh,
What do you
Yes.
mean?
yeah, it's awesome. I'm really happy with all of this. Let's go back to just the outskirts of town and check in on what's going on with our wolf girl
Mm-hmm.
and the witch. So I think Agatha has just sort of motioned for the two of you to come enter her home.
Mm-hmm.
And as Katerina enters, she stumbles and she looks around nervously. I think if she had her wits about her a little bit more, she would be really nervous coming into this house. And she says, "Oh, my head! I think I just need to lie down." And Agatha says, "Here, take my hand." And the soup isn't quite ready yet. It needs a few more ingredients. And I think that's the first moment that Rachel looks at her nervously, like, um, whatever do you mean? And the witch gives out this cackle, like,
It
you
will
didn't think I
be.
was.
It will be fine, Rachel. Don't worry. Everything will be perfect, just the way it's meant to be.
And uh, Rachel, looking around nervously, sees the bubbling cauldron of soup and thinks back on what the witch had said and says, um, "I don't know if I want to be here anymore." And the witch looks at her and goes, "I'm not going to eat you. What do you think I am, a wolf?" And and Rachel sort of laughs nervously, and then she goes to lie down on this sort of like mattress that is at the side of this little hut.
Mm-hmm.
And then she falls asleep because she's been completely drained.
Yeah.
And Agatha looks at you and she says, "Well, looks like you've held up your end of the bargain."
Of course, friend Agatha.
I'm surprised it was so quick.
I do not delay when my friends have a request of me. I would hope same is true of you.
Yes, well, I need a bit of time with this one. There's some things that I need to tend to. What was it that you needed me to do for you again?
You promised me information on how to break a curse.
Oh, yes, right. Do you need that right now, or can I get back to what I was doing?
I break eye contact with Agatha and I look directly at Rachel, who is like splayed out, right?
Mhm.
I do not think it would be wise to delay for very long.
Why is that?
Because you wouldn't want your friend to be angry, would you?
And she looks at you. What friend are you talking about? I don't really have very many friends.
I like reach out and I like brush a loose hair aside and I say, "Oh, please, are we not friends?"
Please, Wolf, we're not friends. But it's very cute of you. She turns around and goes over to her soup to start stirring it.
That's too bad, because I have only room in my life for so many people. Here I had made room for you as a friend, but if you will not be friendly, what will you be?
You asked me for my help, and I'll give that to you, I promised. I don't need your friendship. But you are deserving of help.
Oh, I had so hoped you would say that.
But I'm busy at the moment. Do you need it now?
I believe those were the terms of our deal. I would bring you Rachel and you would give me information. I have upheld my side and I am not interested in leaving at the moment.
And I think she notices your wolfiness.
Mm-hmm.
So she sighs and she motions for you to sit down at the table, and she sits down at the other end and says, so what was it again? Curses? You mentioned something about curses.
How to break them. Curses of the moon.
Curses of the moon, that's very specific.
It is.
And why are you so concerned about these curses again? I can't seem to remember.
I can't seem to remember it being important for you to know.
Well, it makes a difference in how I can provide help if I know who I'm helping and why I'm helping.
You are helping. You are helping two young people who are in love. And you are doing it because I have asked you to.
And who might those people be?
Myself and Piotr, of course.
Yourself and Piotr. You're in love with Piotr.
I gaze wistfully out the window. He is magnificent, isn't he?
Yes. I mean, some might say so. Personally, I don't see it.
Well, there is no accounting for bad taste.
This changes everything, Wolf. To
Does
be
it?
completely honest. I said I would help you with a curse, not with love.
I am asking about a curse.
And that I can help you with.
Well then. Tell me,
Is it
how does one break a curse from the moon?
you that's cursed?
Does it matter?
I'm curious.
I stand up from the table and scoot the chair back in that motion. You may be curious, but I am not interested in entertaining your curiosity any longer, friend Agatha.
Well, a curse comes from a grudge. So, if you can fix the grudge, you can fix the curse. If you, or whoever it might be, she looks at you knowingly, are cursed by the moon, it means you've upset the moon in some way, whoever this is. So, you need to either be forgotten by the moon, make amends, or maybe shift the blame to someone else. Does that help you?
It does. Thank you so much. And I reach out to hold her hands in thanks again, just for a moment. And then I step back with a little bounce. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I look over at Rachel. However long it takes.
Yes, well, I wouldn't be too happy about all of this. I mean, you may fix the curse, but there are other forces at work.
But Agatha, love conquers all.
Certainly.
And I think with that, I'm gonna bounce. I'm out.
Okay. As you leave, she turns to Rachel, and she leans down and looks at her. She says, "Finally, I can begin."
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Katerina is heading back toward town.
Okay. I'll leave it there for now. Cool. Who wants to go next?
Okay, can
Anyone
I
have
take a
a-
second just to give
Yeah.
Agatha an Oscar, because that was a performance of a lifetime. That was the most epic, 3D subtextual nuanced voice. That was amazing.
The cackle was subpar, but it'll get there.
Yeah.
uh,
I think the cackle was fine. Dude. I think you're good.
all right. But thanks. Cool. Let's jump to. I'm going to go either Emmeline or Qatar. Is there anything that's immediately jumping out to either of you at the moment?
Yes. Qatar has a plan.
Yeah.
Now this is some deep stuff, so let me know how this works out.
Yeah.
Qatar wants to find a way to see if there's any rule that would allow him to participate in the competition.
Oh my god. Huh. Okay. How do you do that? Where does he go?
Probably to Piotr's mom.
To the elder.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I got to think about this character.
You guys,
It's getting deep.
Piotr's like just like the center point upon which we're all rotating.
I know.
He's our sun, and we're the planets. Okay.
Okay. She is. Where would she be right now? You know what? I'll get you to make a roll.
All right.
I'll get you to do a Brightbound roll to find her. If you succeed, she will know of you and welcome you. If you fail, she'll be skeptical of this strange swordmaster. I think she'll know of you because you grew up at the blacksmith's home, but she'll know you as the one that left to be in the Ringwood and abandoned his family.
I mean, both of those are true, so yeah.
Yeah.
What's my difficulty?
She is a rank 5 character, so 5. She's a big deal.
Let's see. Can I use? I would like to invoke my aspect of defensive, because that comes into protecting the wood. Maybe she knows a bit more about me.
Sure. Cool. So you get +1.
Alrighty, difficulty 5. Do you know me? Really?
Oh, geez. Okay.
Got me 0.
You come to there's a large building at the center of town. It's kind of like a lodge, and that's where her office would be. And a lot of the sort of important ambassadors and other elders would come here to meet. And when you arrive, she is, let's say, in her office. You come just outside into sort of like an area outside of the office, and there is a woman who greets you. Greetings, Swordmaster.
Greetings. I have come to speak to the Great Elder.
Well, everyone's come to see the Elder today. It is the Festival of the Rose, as you know, and she's quite busy at the moment.
Understandably so. I have quite important business. One that may prevent danger.
Danger. She studies you for a moment, knowing that you're a sword master, and has more respect for you than the nobles would. And says, "Okay, this way." And she leads you to the elder's chamber, basically. And when you enter, she is writing up a letter. And she looks up at you, says, "Oh, Qatar."
Yes. It's been many years, has it not?
It's been many years. Though I've been quite busy, so I haven't noticed. Probably not as much as your mother.
True. We spoke earlier today.
And how did that go?
Lovely.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. That visit is long overdue, if you don't mind me saying.
As is this one.
Indeed. It's a busy day today, Qatar, and you are showing up out of nowhere, so what is it that you need?
Well, then, I won't waste any more of your time. This festival is dangerous, and I intend, if you have the knowledge to assist me in doing so, take part in the festival in order to become the chosen warrior to enter the Ringwood and retrieve the rose.
You want to do what exactly?
Participate as a warrior.
You sword masters. She kind of grins. Always full of surprises, the way that you're given such jurisdiction in the Ringwood. You think that you can just bend the rules everywhere.
I ask humbly of you. This is no demand.
It is interesting. Maybe. And she gets up and she goes over to a bookshelf and pulls like an old dusty tome off of one of the shelves and puts it down on the table and opens it up. No, I don't know. I don't know if we could manage this.
It sounds
But
like there's
she
a
keeps-
possibility.
Qatar, I read a lot. I need to know about these things, and there is a possibility, if I'm being completely honest. But I don't think the nobles will like it. This isn't a thing that happens.
Understandably so, but retrieval of the rose and to prevent the loss of life, as we see every year, no one returns. Few know the wood as well as sword masters and others similar to us.
And why is it that you want to be the champion exactly?
Well, you've seen my mother, my sister. Finding the rose would change everything. Not only for my family and for this town, but for all of the wood. And I believe that someone who has already gained the respect of the wild fae and has the ability to return would save many lives.
Indeed. We could all benefit from a champion of our own. And she starts flipping through the pages again. It was custom many, many ages ago for the Brightwoods to offer up a champion. The elder would have to select this person.
I was born here. I am of Brightwood blood. You know my name and my family. I offer my sword. And at this point, Qatar's going to take his sword, still sheathed, and bow on one knee and put his sword before him and just look up at her. And I feel like this is some swordmaster custom that
Yep.
this is like a very contractually binding thing.
She recognizes it and she nods. She says, I cannot accept the offer until I put forward a request.
All right.
I need you to be loyal to me in these coming weeks, if it is you that makes it.
Loyal as in protection from harm.
It may come to that. She takes a moment to consider. I don't know, Qatar, it's been so long. How do I know that I can trust you?
You can trust me because nothing has changed. I care about two things. And it's bound. One is bound in my sword, the other in my heart. I am to defend this wood. You know that is my role as a sword master. And I am to defend my family. That extends beyond my blood.
How much do you know about the rose?
Out of character,
Yeah.
I know that it is important to the fey creatures, right?
Yeah.
But I don't really know much other than that.
Yeah. You would know that there are a great many fey creatures that adore and love them. And same goes for the kingdom. Like, this is a figure of like the religion of the kingdom as well. But within the Ringwood, you know that everyone that meets them loves them and adores them. And all they do is speak high praises of the rose. They're like an honored guest, and they've been an honored guest for like millennia. She doesn't have, they don't really have like significant power, at least officially in the Ringwood, but they hold a lot of sway for being, just because they're so popular. Yeah, they don't have an official capacity though, just like an ambassador basically.
I know that the rose is not a prisoner, nor are they lost.
No. But ever since they disappeared, the boundary between the Ringwood and the Brightwood has become so thick, so mired with magic. We have lost so many. Every day I have to learn about another from some village who has disappeared and has not come back. And this was not always the way things were. I want to make things right again, Qatar. I want to open up the Ringwood, bust it open, and return order. Does that sound like something that you would be interested in pursuing?
Opening the Ringwood
Yes.
so that its boundaries no longer exist. It would engulf who knows how much of the land.
Do you really believe that?
I don't know. It's simply a question to think upon.
All I want is freedom again for our people who are lost. Those boundaries are keeping them.
I can promise freedom for those who are lost.
Okay. I'm debating whether there's a role here or not. I think is there anything, I don't know if there's a role here. Let me just think about this for just 1 second. Can you do it? Do you think you could find them and return them? Finally end this.
Yes.
There are things that will happen in the coming weeks, months. There are wheels that are being set in motion. And I plan on breaking open those boundaries.
If this plan is to succeed, there is someone that we need.
Who's that?
A witch.
A witch?
Her name is Belladonna.
Don't even!
I've been searching for her for some time. Although not many know. The power of this witch is possibly greater than most outside of the Ringwood would understand. And I need her power.
And what is it that you want me to do?
Help me find Belladonna.
I can do that. I know of her.
The chances of our success grow greatly.
Would you... Okay, out of character. Do you have any qualms about like ending this sort of like this wall or breaking down this this territory?
Whew, that's a heavy one. I'm not completely sure. I don't think that Qatar cares if it's not dangerous. If people aren't going to die because of it, then it's fine.
Right.
So I think a part of what's going to happen is that Qatar is going to investigate whether this would be like a catastrophic evil or if it'll just like release the boundaries and people would be able to move freely. So,
Okay. I need your loyalty, she says. Do I have that?
there is a condition.
Okay.
I know not whether opening the boundary will bring what you want or if it will cause some sort of calamity. Once I know for sure what the result will be, if it is what you desire, I will fulfill it. I will, while attempting to discover the truth, lend you protection, and I will free as many as possible. If you agree that is loyalty, you have my sword.
It's a good bargain. I don't even know if there's a role, to be honest. I don't think there's an interesting failure to this. Yeah. So she I think there'll be more to come. She says, "Okay, good. Well,
I'm moving on again.
She has to place her hand on my sword
okay,
to agree. But before she places her hand,
yeah."
Qatar says, if breaking the boundaries would lead to destruction, know that I cannot follow, and that will be the end of our bond.
She wants this really bad. Maybe I will make you roll. Yeah. I'm just debating what you should roll.
Resolve.
I think it's resolve.
And may I invoke defensive?
Yep.
I think you should get a situational bonus because she wants it anyway.
Yeah, there's a part of her that definitely wants it. So you can definitely get another
So
modifier as well.
2.
Yeah.
And my difficulty.
Here it comes. She is the elder.
Ooh, boy.
If I succeed, this will be my first success.
Ooh.
I think of just all of the games.
Ouch.
Tara's going up against all the high level NPCs.
That's true.
Yep. I know how to pick them.
Oh,
Okay.
Four.
not too bad.
That's
Okay.
chops.
That's 2.
No, that's chops.
It's a 4.
Doable.
Yeah, you could pull it off.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough then.
Yeah, DC.
She takes her hand and she places it on the sword. I will make contact with the sage and have her meet you as soon as possible. I'll have one of my my assistants come to fetch you when the date is set.
Good.
We're going to make real change, Qatar.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that me? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Change for the better. That's all that I hope for. And on a personal note,
Mhm.
if you could put in a good word with my mother for me.
Ooh.
Qatar, that's not my place.
Just if you happen to see her, if you are in the same place. This is just a personal request.
Roll. I'm making a roll for this. I'm gonna roll again.
They're rolling.
I think it's a resolve again. Like I don't think there's anything that you're just trying to persuade her.
All right, I don't have anything to add.
That's Luna's business.
Three? Okay. Here we go. Bingo.
Whoa, roll. 20.
You know,
Put in a good word for your boy Qatar.
and she smiles and she says, she needs you. So if I can help mend things, maybe I can say something.
Thank you. Now, I must prepare for a challenge.
We'll submit your name this evening at the midnight vigil. How's that sound?
Perfect. I'm sure I'll have a great time the moment you announce it. Looking at all of the sneering faces
We're going to make
focused towards
many
me.
enemies. I hope you're ready.
I am.
Okay, let's do this. Let's close the scene there. I don't have a lot of time left.
Okay, you guys, seriously. Like, Qatar's like, I need to find Belladonna. And I'm like, she's with your son, man. Like, this is all so good. And she's pretending to be, oh, come on. They're all just coming like,
We're spiraling here.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's a
great.
lot. So for me, this is like, you know what I mean? This is poetry. This is Shakespeare. This is everything I've ever wanted.
We've got, what, like 10 minutes left? I do want to check in with the other two characters really quickly. We could do really short scenes just to see what they're up to.
Sure.
Let's go to Belladonna first, and then we'll finish with Emmeline. Sound okay? Yep. So, Belladonna, you've just convinced Piotr that that he should trust you in saving Rachel. Do you want to continue like another scene with him, or?
I'm happy to do either.
Okay.
I think I know, like, essentially, do you want me to, okay, I can wait till whenever we're in a scene with him to tell him what I want from us, or I could just tell you what I want.
Let's do it in a scene.
So okay. So they're sort of hidden in. I've taken him to a corner of the Brightwood. That's pretty secluded. No one is in there.
Outside of town?
It's fairly close. Pardon?
Outside of town?
It's sort of fairly close. Not outside of. It's sort of on the outskirts of town. Sort of close to the Ringwood, I would find, where the forestry starts to become a little thicker and it becomes a little more secluded without it being ominous or magical in any sort of intense way.
Okay.
But it's definitely very, very private.
Yeah. Okay. Katerina, what is the plan? Where do we go from here?
This is what I heard at the tavern.
Yes, please tell me.
I heard that whichever knight wins the trial has to have 2 members of the Brightwood accompany them into the Ringwood, and that if there's ever any altercation, that those would be the first casualties to go.
Casualties?
They're trying to give the knights a bigger advantage at getting to the Rose and have them not to be the first to be disposed of.
They're going to use them as bait?
Because of that. That is what the plan is. And the problem with that is that we are unable to stop them from doing so once the trial starts. However, there is a way that we can preempt it once that is done. What I'm about to tell you will sound reckless and possibly dangerous, but I have thought it over, and it is probably the only way we have to save Rachel.
So,
are you ready to listen to me?
Real quick, do I have to spend a fate point to show up in a scene? Or
um,
because Katerina happens to be in the woods right now on her way back.
I think you'd have to do like a find NPCs type of role with your Brightwood skill.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Okay, and they're both rank 4, so it'd be difficulty 4 if you want to.
Could I
jump
use
into the scene.
observation instead? Looking
No,
for, because I'm specifically tracking Piotr using my wolfiness.
Yeah, for summoning up NPCs into a scene, you gotta use your Brightwood skill.
All right. Can I still use my stunt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, which stunt?
When I use my heightened senses to search for something hidden, reroll once after a failure.
Sure.
Okay. Right bound. Ooh,
Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. I'm going to spend my last fate point.
All right.
And invoke Still a Wolf.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yep.
And give me a +1. Okay. Is there anything else I don't think there's anything else I can throw in here.
Sorry, what are you roll? You're rolling against 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So modifier 1, difficulty 4, fingers crossed, intention to show up at just the wrong time. Who are you? What are you doing with Piotr?
Piotr looks at both of you and goes white.
Piotr, step back.
He doesn't know. He's he stumbles backwards and he says, "What magic is this?"
It's you, the fake creature that I saw earlier today with Rachel. I knew it. And Piotr, I was trying to find you. I saw her, this creature with Rachel leaving the town, and now she has lured you out here too.
And he looks at both of you back and forth, and looks to Belladonna and says, "What is the meaning of this? What is happening, Katerina?"
Okay.
This is the greatest show not on television.
I think. Yeah. I think I'm going to end the scene there.
Do you want to leave it at a cliffhanger?
Yeah,
I
have
have
ideas.
ideas. I have ideas, but that's going to take a minute.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's jump to Emmeline really quickly for the ending of this episode.
Mm-hmm. How can I help you, sir?
So you have gone to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
And in your tent, there are some other soldiers that are waiting for you there.
They're in my tent?
Yep. The ones that would be like the closest to you. And they look at you. We have been patrolling, my knight. The incursions. Some of our soldiers, and he's sort of one that's a little bit higher ranked than the others, and says, they said that they saw them again. The goblins, the imps, whatever they are. They've been crossing by the river, just outside of town.
Tomorrow we will go talk to the people that live over there. And you will accompany me.
Shouldn't we track them now?
Are we same day or is this the next day?
Same day.
Okay.
dinner's coming up, but we might have a lead here.
I look thoughtful for a second because I'm like, fuck. Lord Dickface told me not to go anywhere.
Mhm.
That I have a duty, to my people. Then I also feel like this is an opening to sneak out for the evening.
Mhm.
I look at the two soldiers and I say, how long ago were these creatures spotted?
Not more than an hour ago.
And were they heading towards the Glasslands or back towards the Ringwood?
Towards.
At this point, it's likely too late to stop them. And unfortunately, we are tied down here by pomp and circumstance.
But my knight.
I will go. You stay here. I will go alone. If we travel in such a large group, we are likely to draw much more attention to ourselves than if I were to travel alone. You understand? You will stay here, and you will... I don't want to alert the people that are here with the intention to enjoy these festivities, as well as the other lords. This is a private matter. I'm sure you understand. I do not want to alert anyone to what we're doing here. So it is your job, if anyone comes to find me, to tell them that I am not to be disturbed. Do you understand?
My knight. If I may just suggest that they could be dangerous. They are from the Ringwood. Please, let us go instead.
No. It is my responsibility. You are needed here. You are needed here to keep up appearances. Keeping up appearances is extremely important at this moment. It's important not only to myself, but to the thorn that we serve.
We're soldiers. This is, if you forgive me, this is not our area of expertise to parade ourselves around. Not to suggest that that is what you do, my knight, but
I'm not sure why you're arguing with me.
yes, sorry, my knight. I'm just concerned for you, that is all.
Your concern should be with the commands that I give you.
Okay.
Do we have an understanding?
He nods. I think what I want you to do, though, is roll your militia skill.
Okay. Right about now is when I wish I still had the fucking command.
No, but it's your militia skill.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I... Oh, wait. Is there, like... Do I know what the difficulty is?
For lower level soldiers, like a 2.
Okay, so I just roll like shit all the time. So I'm just going to do whatever I can to not fail this. So can I compel or use my aspect for a fate point married to her work?
Yeah.
Okay,
For
cool.
sure.
So that gives me a +1.
Yeah. And your militia skill is at 4.
Yeah, well, we see that means shit. So okay, so I got a +1. I got a cattail in the way.
Kitty.
Okay, +1. Oh shit. Try this again. Let's see. +1. Nope, didn't work. +1. Difficulty 2, you said?
Mhm.
Okay. So go to command the soldiers to do as I say. I think there's a typo in there, but I don't care. What did I fucking tell you? What did I tell you? Is that right? It can't.
Oh no, no, it's not right.
Oh, God.
It's not. That
It's
should
not
be a 4. Or actually,
Thank
no, that
God.
should be a 6.
Yeah, you crushed
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna check these from now on because I'm just
Yeah, it's don't type plus in the
Oh,
modifiers.
that's what I'm screwing up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you actually got. Yeah, you got a 6.
Cool.
It gets you 2.
Oh my God. Okay.
And he straightens up and says, "Yes, my knight. What can we do for you while we're here?"
You will stay outside of my tent if anybody comes at all. You will tell them I'm not to be disturbed, that I'm preparing for the evening's ceremony. If the thorn comes, if Lord Glassdorn comes, and I think for a second because I'm like, fuck, what did I say? If Lord Glassdorn comes looking for me, tell him that I am following up on a lead and that you were waiting for him so you could escort him to me or let him know where I am so I can return as soon as possible.
Understood. The other soldiers nod.
And I nod in acknowledgement and
We will do our very best to handle the situation here. You have our word.
I expect only the best. And then I'm going to wait for them to leave my tent.
Mhm.
Stay in my tent. I'm going to remove my armor.
Yep.
Probably put on just some nice looking, easy to move around clothes, a cloak, pop the hood. And then I'm going to sneak out from the back and escape off towards my meeting spot with Marielle.
Amazing. Yeah, I think you have time to get away. So you head out through the I guess you would go around the outskirts of town. I don't think you would just move right through the.
I would probably travel through that thicker kind of where the edges or the boundary of civilization lies. I would travel there. I'm definitely taking a long way around, but I'm trying my damnedest not to be seen.
Yeah. So you make your way through the woods and hike up a bit of a hill and make it over the crest. And just slightly further off, there's a bit of a lip, a cliff almost, that overlooks the kingdom, looking back out towards the castle. And there is this tree. And the sun is starting to get a little bit further along in the sky. The grasses are swaying in a breeze this afternoon, and standing underneath the tree again, you see Marielle, and her gown is fluttering in the breeze again. And she looks over her shoulder and she sees you, and this huge smile just beams across her face. And she runs down from where she is towards you and just comes to give you the biggest hug and just wraps her arms around you.
Yeah, and I return the hug and I wrap the cloak around us.
I wasn't sure you were actually going to come.
I wasn't sure if I was either.
Oh, it's so good to see you. It's been too long.
And I just sigh and kind of nod my head, pull away from the embrace. And I gesture up towards the tree. Come, let us sit for a moment. We have things to discuss.
And she takes your hand and leads you over to the tree and sits down, presses her her dress down as she sits.
So it's 10 minutes till.
Yeah. Do you want to call it there?
Yeah, I think we can call it there and then pick up
Cool.
on that funness.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Want to do goals real quick?
Yeah, let's go through the goals really, really quick. Let's start with Qatar.
Yes, both my goals. I hit both. I'm trying to find Belladonna, and I am trying to get my family rapport up from trash to okay, he's all right.
To not trash.
Do you want a fate point for each of those?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
From trash to compost.
Perfect. All right, Emmeline.
I completely forgot about my goals. I think that I was working towards the second one. I must amend my relationship with Mariel.
Yeah. You haven't quite worked on the incursion thing yet, or at least made a roll in that direction. Because even though you were talking about it, you were really talking about Mariel.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I wasn't really making any actual effort towards that, at least not yet.
But you will soon, for sure. Belladonna.
I worked towards the second one.
Okay.
Piotr one. I didn't even think about my kid. So
who is that anyway? Whatever. And Katerina.
So I for sure moved toward Piotr, like presumably killing my main rival. Or at least that's what Katerina thinks happened.
Yeah.
God.
I would like a fate point for that. And then I achieved my second goal, which was to get Agatha to tell me how to dispel my curse.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to take a fate point for that too.
Okay. And yeah, you can rewrite that goal.
That'll be interesting. I'm going to think on that.
I have ideas for next time.
Me too.
Awesome.
We are weaving a web.
Yeah.
I know.
This is going great.
Emily, you're going to have an opportunity to like break away from this asshole. I promise you.
No, it's interesting. I'm nervous and excited to see how I get tangled up in this web too.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how far away you and Marielle are from this standoff happening in the forest.
Totally. Awesome. Do we want to just do a quick sign off, say who we are and what we're up to, and then say goodnight? DC.
Hi, I'm DC. You can follow me on Twitter below at Dungeon Commander with no E in the Commander. I'm currently working on Mutants of the Night, which you'll probably be seeing soon because it is almost done. And I'm stealing from Ash's stream, and I'm going to give you some life thing to do that is awesome. And I highly suggest buying a candle that you really enjoy the smell of for some aromatherapy.
Awesome. Thanks, DC.
Yes.
Knox.
Hey, my cats are fighting. What the fuck? Bad timing. I go by Knox on the internet. You can find me at my Twitter handle. I'm in about 101 games, feels like. So obviously this one every other Monday, and then alternating Mondays. Most of us here are in a Dungeon World game. On my channel, Fable Tales, twitch.tv/Fable that Twitter account is Fable_Tales. And then we're playing Fall of Magic every Tuesday, which has been really awesome. That is a GM-less collaborative storytelling game. And then this Wednesday on Off the Table, I'll be in another Powered by the Apocalypse game called The Last for the Awful Sea, where my character has been through some pretty traumatic stuff in her past and has stowed away on a ship. And then other things. So I'm doing a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
Easy.
Thanks, Knox. Amir.
Hi, I'm Amir. I go by Finish the Hat on Instagram, and I'm currently in the Toronto production of the musical Come From Away, and we've extended until 2019, so I'm there for a while. And I do this every other Monday, and I'm living my dreams up in here.
Amazing. Thanks, Amir. Dylan.
Hi, I'm Dylan, aka Anarsis, on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. You can see me on the interwebs over on my Twitch channel tomorrow evening, where usually I have a Dungeons & Dragons Tomb of Annihilation game, but we are taking a week off. I will still be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific playing Ori and the Blind Forest, so if you like weird fey forest shit and video games, it's a good thing to check out. And then on Saturday at noon Pacific, which is like 2 in the morning for me with my weird sleep schedule, I'm going to be streaming with Joel and some other people playtesting my own RPG that I have made. So that will either be awesome or a complete disaster. So
It'd be great.
that should be fun. And then as Nox mentioned, on next Monday I will be over on her channel playing in Dungeon World. And yeah, I think that's all my stuff.
Yes, awesome. And I am Jolie. I'm on Twitter, Jolieolio. I'm the GM here on Pen Paper Pals. I'm doing things on Fun Shots with Dylan. I'm doing things on Fable Tales with Nox. Yeah, it's been awesome. Thanks everyone for tonight. I know we went late. A special thanks again to Dylan for saving this stream.
Super special thanks.
Yeah, it was amazing. So thank you so much for hosting.
Awesome.
Yeah, really appreciate it. And to everyone in the chat, that's been awesome tonight too. Thank you. Okay, cool. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Bye.